The go live has been clicked. The ram has touched the wall. Or the gate. Let's see. Where's my refresh? Check. World's most dangerous Bessie in the house. We're gonna call that a sound check.
Good enough.
Newt Pond Skipper Ray is on here. We got a Jim Stewart, we got a Neil Morgan, we got a William Schmidt-Matson. Hola, amigos! Hola!
I forgot I had this hat.
Hola.
This version.
Oh, nice.
I
like
like it
that.
better than the other one.
Yeah, that's cute. Okay, so...
It's amazing what you find when you clean up.
Huh, interesting. Will you shuffle those for me?
I can try.
Let's see if you can do it. Got the world's most dangerous Bessie today. Now, originally we were scheduled to play with Sean Hudson today. Sean Hudson wasn't able to make it. He's traveling today, so he wasn't able to play. But, so we're just going to go ahead and play and have some fun anyway.
Yep.
You know what? We're going to go officially live at a little less than Trace Minuto. So, I should probably talk about other things. Let's see, what can I talk about? I got glasses on. What was that? That sounded like something.
It's a phone.
Yours?
Somewhere. I don't know. I don't have my watch on.
Okay. Gosh, I don't want to talk about this stuff because... You know what? I haven't finished setting up, so that's what I'm going to do right now. So GetterX is going to set up. That's the leader of the Muckling forces. So GetterX here.
How many turns are we doing? 6?
Yeah. Okay. And his little sidekick Otto here. So GetterX will roll a die 10, and that's where he'll be. So he's way over in this corner over here. That's not bad. That's not a bad placement for him. That's going to get him into the mix pretty quickly. Yep. And he'll have Otto right there with him. Maybe he'll let Otto go in front. I love these minis. Maybe he'll let Otto go in front, and he'll hide behind him. And then as far as the other high cam. As far as the rest of the group, you see my 6, or I think it's 9 of them, yellow dots. So GetterX is on this one here, and then the rest of them will simply have Muckling gangs, and these are mobs. So gosh, how many? We got 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45... 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53. So we're going to have 53 models going today in this game. And then the other 9 slots will be with, we'll have Mucklings on the other 9 slots. Now, there is a chance that more Mucklings will arrive on turn 2 and turn 3. We'll just have to see how that goes. And then, oops. But this will basically be a survival scenario. I don't want to talk about this. Give me something else to talk about. So who's been watching the May Basho? The May Sumo tournament. It was really weird. Having a hard time streaming it. Day 6. You know, we feel absolutely terrible. The Takayashu is just not. Papa Yashu is just. He's having a hard time. You know, after his amazing. You know, he really did great in March, so I had high hopes in May that he was going to really be back in form and get in there. I don't know if his old back injury is hurting him. I don't know. We're going to go officially live right now. Hey, everybody, this is Dave here at Pulp Alley, and I am with the world's most dangerous Bessie. This is a live game of Pulp Alley. You know, it's easy to chop these games up and edit them and make them look super jazzy and quick play and things like that. I always laugh when people say, my game, it's a quick play game. And I'm like, you know, really? Is it a quick play game? Pulp Alley really is a quick play game. Not only that, but you have a lot of fun and a lot of decisions to play. You know, we designed this game because we wanted to play it. So there are a lot of things that we did not do. You know, that silly rolling to see how far you move, like you're playing a children's game or something like that. And I think if you're looking at
Hey.
what?
Don't talk bad about shoots and ladders.
Right. If you're playing shoots and ladders and you want to know how far you move, you roll a dice. But the idea that you have to sit there and roll a dice for every model when they move is just like pulling teeth to me. I really dislike it when I have to sit there and roll a dice every time I want to move a model. It just frustrates me because I think it's unnecessary. There are probably games that benefit from that sort of thing, but a skirmish game, I don't really find it to be necessary. You make all kinds of cool mental decisions when you're playing Pulp Alley, and that's the fun part for me.
Mm-hmm.
Is not sitting there rolling the dice to see how far you move, like you're playing some goofy game like Monopoly or some other trash. So I haven't rolled for initiative, so we're going to do that. I got a red dice and a white dice. We're going to say the white dice is for cadence. Double twos. Let's try that again. Cadence is the Ladies Rifle Academy.
Mm-hmm.
The Young Ladies Rifle Academy is up here holding the temple area, and they've got some barricades and some barriers, and basically the temple area counts as cover. That's all that means. So we have Lady Cadence or Lady Starr here as the leader of the group. And then she has Mrs. Higgins is her sidekick here. And then we got Avery and we got Brigitte. We have Colleen over here. We have Darling here, and we have Emmy. And then we have little Polly here in the middle. She is level 1. The Ladies Rifle Academy, they are all level 2, and they are all represented. So for the cards today, I pulled them all out of the core characters deck. So that's where all of the character cards today came out of. So the Ladies Rifle Academy, they are students, they are sharp, and they are marksmen. Mrs. Higgins is a veteran and a marksman. She's a heck of a shooter and a fairly decent brawler. She doesn't dodge as well as she used to. For Cadence Starr, I picked this card out, Lucky Devil, Moxie, and Fear. So she's actually a pretty good brawler, but a decent shooter as well. And then little Polly has 2 dice in brawl and 2 dice in dodge. Now this is the Muckling forces over here. So we have Getarex here, is Getarex, and then we have Ottle, his sidekick, is here. We have a handful of blood beetles. These will show up on turn 2 and possibly on turn 3. And then we have all of the gangs out here are level 1 mobs. So they are level 1 mobs. That basically means that they're going to roll 1 dice for everything. So we have 50 miniatures out today. That's not a lot comparatively to other, skirmish games and things like that. But it is a lot for Pulp Alley, and you're going to see how fast Pulp Alley plays with that sort of thing and all the wonderful decisions that we get to make along the way. It is a 6-turn scenario. This really is less of a scenario and more of a skirmish. This is... there are no plot points. So once in a while people ask, well, can I play without any plot points? Well, of course you can. If you don't want plot points, don't put them out there. I also considered not even using fortune cards in this scenario. If you don't want to use the fortune cards, don't use them. They're not, they add something to the game. But, if you don't want to use them for whatever reason, then don't. We are going to use them today because we are playtesting the brand new cards that we are...
The boosters.
That we are checking. Yeah. So we are basically going to discontinue all of our first edition booster packs. That would be Phantom Pack 1, 2, 3, 4, Pact of the Agonali, Secret Charter, Shadow Legacy. So all of the first edition cards are going to be discontinued. We'll probably keep them in stock for a little bit, but for the most part, we're going to stop using them in our games. That doesn't mean you have to stop using them. You could continue using them. The big reason to replace them is that not all of them translate to second edition correctly. So I wanted to do 2 packs. So it's going to be Fortune Pack 1 and Fortune Pack 2 that you can feel comfortable with shuffling into your second edition starter decks and just having a bigger deck that way. And then we'll start using that on Sundays as well. So
and
we have
updating them to make them more playable in more situations.
Right. Yeah, making them more playable for co-op play. That was a big thing that we were really looking at an eye towards. We want them to have a wider use. So we were trying really hard to think about how can we make, we go through it on an individual basis. How can we make this card more playable? So anywho, that's what we're going to do. We're going to play test today. The area within 6 inches of the edge of the table will provide cover for our mucklings. The area within the area of the temple also provides cover for characters that are on the temple area. Let's see.
I say we get started.
That was basically it. At the start of turn number 2.
We draw cards.
And 3, we're gonna have some stuff. Who got director?
Oh, it was White.
White. So Cadence. Okay. Where do you want the? Do you want the baddie cards on your side, or do you want the?
It doesn't matter to me.
Okay. Do you have room? You're gonna have to move your cup, lady. Get your cup out of the way. This is a game, lady. Get your stuff out of the way, lady. I'll give you Lady Cadence over here, so you can help me keep track of her stats.
Okay, so her cards.
And this is my Mucklings swarm over here.
Oh. Okay, to play immediately.
She's director, so I'm going to set this on this side to help us remember that.
So no fortune card effects can be played for the remainder of this turn.
No fortune cards on turn number 1, so that was a play immediately card.
And then the next ones were not even close and double up.
Okay.
And the Mucklings got head wound, off balance, and unseen attack.
Okay. So we're just going to get this going. As I look at this table, we are not playing this one solo because I want to play test the new fortune cards. So that's why I'm not playing this one straight solo and just using the solo deck. Sometimes people go, well, if you're playing by yourself, why don't you use the solo deck? Well, that's why. Because today I'm specifically wanting to play test these new cards.
It's easy to show that you don't actually have to have the solo deck.
Yeah. We were playing solo years before we actually created the solo deck.
Yeah.
It's very easy to do. We do one solo game a month normally, and I think for this one it was May 4th.
Yeah, it was early.
So if you want a game that actually uses the solo deck, we try to do one of those every month, and that's when we did the solo game for this month.
Hi Warren. Hi Eric.
Who all's on here?
We got Ine.
Throw a chat in there. Eric's on here. Red Gregory's on here. Warren is on here. Checking in from Newport on the Oregon coast to see the setup. All right, Warren. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
You got to drive.
Alan.
Make plans to come join us at Albuquerque, New Mexico, October 16th through the 19th for Pulp Palooza. We're going to have a gathering of Pulp Alley players at Slice and Dice Pizzeria in Albuquerque, New Mexico, October 16th through the 19th.
Let's get started.
Now, since Cadence has the director, and we really are playing this as 2 different sides, and right now all of the Mucklings are in cover, I think it's to her advantage. I think it's to her advantage to force the Mucklings to activate first, so they will get out here and they can be in the open. So that's what she looks at this situation and she says, I want them to activate first. Remember, we cannot play any fortune cards on turn number 1.
Okay.
So they're just gonna. They're
a little unfortunate for play testing cards.
Oh well, you know, I mean it is what it is.
It's what it is.
So I don't see much reason not to just haul. So we know they can't play fortune cards, so they're just going to run it.
Okay.
So look at that. Oh my God, they're gonna be swarming the temple in no time at all. Now, I think this group over here. I'm going to keep going around. Yeah, that's a good camera because that should pick these guys up too. And they're going to run as well. There's my center model, and there's the others. I want to tell you guys about these cool figures that I'm using for the Ladies Rifle Academy. It's my center, and then those guys there. Oh, the swarm. Are you adjusting the camera, baby?
We're on overhead since you're on that side.
Okay.
Your head's not in the way on that side.
Yeah. That's nice, isn't it? My enormous melon-sized head.
Your enormous bean.
Uh-huh. Thank you for noticing.
You're welcome.
So, no real finesse here. Oh, doggone it, they should have been shooting. Or should they have been?
If they were running, I don't know.
Well, see, level 1 mobs always roll 1 dice. That would not affect them.
Oh, okay.
So remember, a mob always rolls 1 dice for everything they do. They ignore all modifiers, even a short range bonus. They ignore all modifiers except for fortune card effects, which cannot be played. So they would get to roll 1 dice. I think on this initial rush, I'm gonna try to hold my fire here and just put the pressure on the temple. I don't. I get some reinforcements, but to get my reinforcements, I have to get casualties. I think there will be enough casualties once the Ladies Rifle Academy opens up.
Yeah.
Let's just run it. Let's just run it. So. They are running it. They are hoofing it. So they're going to go. And the mob is a-coming. The mob is a-coming. Cadence Starr is up on top of the temple over there. She's talking to the young ladies of the Ladies Rifle Academy. Hold your fire. Hold your fire. As the Mucklings are closing in, bursting from the undergrowth of the jungle on Venus, and they are incoming. This one's going to stop back here. He's going to stop in front of the
totem.
The totem there. They're gonna hold up there. Oh dang it! I forgot about that side over there. So this one, they're gonna stop before they get into the totem also. For those
Don't forget, you still have the leader and sidekick.
Yeah, and the leader and the sidekick, and they're going to come up behind this gang here. Okay. I think that's what I'm going to do with them. So, Otto will activate and move up there, and they're going to stay outside the totem. And then Getarex will be right there with them as well. So the leader is there. I kind of felt like I wanted to make custom characters for this scenario, but in the end I just went with cards that I pulled straight out of the core characters deck. All right, so that's all of them. They have activated. So I will be guaranteed to get my blood beetles on turn 2, possibly even some more on turn 3, but we'll just have to see how that goes. Now that all of the and that was having control of the initiative, so that forced them to activate. And you could think about that decision. That's actually a very meaningful decision, right? if the other side, if Gedarex had the initiative, then I think he would have tried to force the Ladies Rifle Academy to activate first, so that all of their shooting this turn would have been further away, and the all of the mobs would have been in cover. So by holding their fire, by Cadence, controlling her ladies, they were able to bring them in closer. So now they're going to open up, and we'll just have to see how this goes. What are you doing, sweetheart? Bessie? Oh, okay. I've been deserted. Deserted, I tell you. So I feel like I want to start over here, and we're going to start here with Avery. She will open up on this little group down here. Now, they unfortunately have moved into close range, and that means Avery will have 4 dice 6 to shoot at them. That's what the totems represent, boys and girls. That's what the totems were there to help me remember. To hold up just slightly outside of the killing range. So Avery's going to have 4 dice 6 to roll here. They normally have 3 dice 6 in shooting. They are well drilled in their rifle. So 4 dice 6, and my mob will have 1 dice 6, and they will shoot back. I'm going to drop all of the dice in the cup, and let's just see how it shakes out. Avery's right here at the corner. She's firing down at this group here. Okay, Avery's. Oh my gosh, she did not keep her powder dry, boys and girls. Not a single success. Not a single success. That means Avery is hit and will have to roll a 1 dice health check. And that she passes. Well. That was pretty brutal. Let's see if Brigitte will have a better chance. Same thing. She'll have 4 dice 6 coming at him. They will get to reply. Remember, they will ignore all of those modifiers, so they will not take a multiple fights penalty. Remember, that's the advantage of a mob. And they only get to roll 1 dice, though. Well, that's a little bit better. So they get the mob gets a 2, so they don't get anything, and they lose 3 models. Blip, blip, blip. And that means they are no longer combat effective because they only have 2 models, and the remaining 2 will scatter. Ah! All right. Well, that leaves Otto and Gedarex a little exposed over there.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just keep working our way around the line. So, Avery and Brigitte have gone, so now we have Mrs. Higgins, and she will open up on Otto there.
Okay.
And Otto stayed back, so she will not have short range on him, and she'll have 4 die 8 to roll. 4 die 8. Otto, of course, will not be returning fire. He will be dodging. He's not a great dodger. Oh. Yeah, he is. He's got 4 die 8. So he'll be dodging with 4 die 8. Here is Mrs. Higgins' shot. I was about to ask myself if I could use any cards, but I know I can't on turn 1. So she gets a couple of 5s. Let's see if Otto can dodge that. He does dodge 1. He takes the other one. He'll have to roll a 1 dice health check. And he is okay. Now, I'm going to hold on to Starr. I'm going to work my way around the line, but I'm going to hold Starr's activation for now. And we'll go to, who is that? Colleen here by the barrels. Colleen is by the barrels, and she's going to be shooting at, she's going to shoot down at this gang over here in the corner. So this gang here is going to take some shooting. She'll only have 3 die 6 because they stayed outside of the totems. The mob will be shooting back with 1 dice. They got nothing, and they lost a model. Boop. Boop. Darling will go next. She has 3 dice 6. Mob will shoot back. Notice the mob does not lose anything for the mob got nothing. Mob loses 2 models. They are no longer combat effective and they are removed.
That's some bloody go, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Lastly, we have Emmy back over here at the corner. So she's going to be coming around the side here, getting a bead on this group here. She has 3 dice 6 going at them. They have 1 dice 6 shooting back. They got a 3. That'll be a miss. She takes out 2 models. Blip, blip. And that brings us to... So...
What about behind Starr? Did she go? I can't remember her name.
Polly.
Polly
Back here with the bugle. She does not have a firearm, so she's tooting away, perhaps. But she is level 1. She is a level 1 character. All right, but she may have to get in there and mix it up if the
eventually, yeah.
If the mucklings get up amongst us. Let's see. Cadence. What does Cadence do here?
Does she try to shoot at?
Does she go over there and try and take out that?
Yeah.
What do you think? Does she throw some dice towards Otto and try and get an injury on him? Or does she try to clear something
I'd
out?
try and clear, because he could recover since it's the turn. He's not doing anything else.
Yeah, but the gangs are going to come back too. Nope.
Get back in here.
Get back in here. If they have enough models to form a mob, they will.
Oh, okay. So you almost don't want to do them all, do you?
I think I'll just throw some dice at Otto.
Okay. That's always a good choice.
He's a good dodger. But...
He is good, but...
All right. So she's going to shimmy a little bit this direction, and she'll be shooting down here at Otto.
Okay. I'm just going to throw him.
Okay. She has 3 die 10 in shooting. He'll be dodging with 4 die 8. Here is the roll for Cadence Starr. All she got was an 8. Hey, he could dodge that. He could dodge that if he gets an 8. He does not. He takes a hit. But he shakes it off. His tough hide shakes it off. Tough hide. And that'll end the turn. So, not too bad of a first turn, but they are coming hard and fast. So we're just going to have to see where this goes. We're just going to have to wait and see. Now, this is where... So that was turn 1.
Okay. Cards.
So not a single injury on our ladies.
No. They did good.
Okay. Now, I have to place my 3 beetles. That'll come after cards are drawn. So let's go ahead and draw cards.
She got Costly Gambit.
Okay.
Muckling's got Chest Wound.
Okay. Oh, they got a couple of good wounds. Head wound, chest wound. Okay, we'll see if they can deliver on some of that in this turn. All right, so this really is just a scenario that I threw together this morning. I just made up the rules. This isn't written down. It's not published anywhere. Well, it's written on this. There's the rules.
That's our publishing
There's
level?
the publishing for the scenario. So for the
self-published
3 beetles. Oh, so a couple things about these 2 groups. I also considered the leaders to both be experienced because I wanted to give them an extra ability, and both of the leaders have the commander ability. So that means both of these leagues have 14 slots. No. Yes. 14 slots instead of the normal 10. So we have. That's why they have. If you do the math, you'll see that they have more models than maybe they should. But that's because they both have the commander ability. Because I wanted it to be a big skirmish sort of thing.
Where do we place the Beatles?
The Beatles D10s. Now, if I roll a 10, they will not show up. If I roll a 1 through 9, this is 1, this is 9. Yeah. So 9 is over here.
And then 1 and 2 over here this way.
9 is over there. 1 is over here. And 2 is there. So
Man,
there are the blood
close on
beetles
both
now.
of them, isn't
Yep,
they?
yep, they're coming in close. They're coming in hot. Now, I have 2 complete mobs that were wiped out.
Yep.
So I'll do the same thing for those.
Okay. Two dice?
Uh-huh.
2 and a 5.
So one of them, 1,
Two.
2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so one of them, I guess go high cam.
Yep.
One of them is coming back way back here. We will do the same thing at the start of turn 3.
And then no more?
And then no more.
Okay.
And then the other one is coming on over 2, so they're going to come on with the beetle.
Ugh, that tick thing just grosses me out.
Blood beetles.
Gross.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so there's my 2 mobs. All right, and we drew cards.
We drew cards.
Okay.
I think the girls are still the director.
Yeah. They
so
are
I guess
director.
they can decide.
So what do you do here when you look at this table? Again, you have to decide. The director gets to make that decision. It's not a goofy die roll. It's not something that's random. It's based on the events that have been occurring during the scenario. So as we start number 2, currently the ladies seem to be in the driver's seat. And I think what we would do with them is I think we would have them activate first. And the reason is because they have the potential of getting 2 rounds of firing.
Mm-hmm.
By activating the ladies now, they could get off of shots, and then when the mucklings rush them,
they can shoot again.
They'll be able to shoot again because the mucklings are moving from so far away. So I think that's the better choice here. They're not going to have any short range bonuses. I think I'm going to start over here with Emmy this time.
Okay.
So Emmy is right here. She's going to be firing at this little group over here.
She's going to stay where she's at?
She'll have 3 dice 6 to shoot at them. They're going to shoot back.
Oh, wrong cup.
Yeah. Drop them in. Let it rip. They got a 6. She got a 6. Whew, what do you do there, boys and girls?
I say block it?
I don't think so. And the reason is because that takes the gang out.
Okay. All right.
So there, you have to weigh your decisions. Yeah. But that's a costly choice. Do I have cards?
You have a double up.
Well, I don't want
I don't know that you really need
right
it
now.
Oh, this was before you roll a skill.
Okay, we're going to start thinking about our cards now. We're going to start thinking about them. All right, so I think she's going to go ahead and take that hit. Again, that's part of playing Pulp Alley is you get to decide how dangerous are you living. Is she out there giving it all she's got, or is she ducking behind the rock? In this case, she wants to deliver some damage, so they're going to take that hit, and they will wipe the rest of them out. However, to get that to happen, that means Emmy is taking a risk. So she's going to have to roll a 1 dice health check. She failed it.
Wow. She has it doesn't matter. She just has a reroll. I need to remember that.
Well, I guess we'll do it. We'll do her reroll. Okay, so it would not have gotten anything. Okay, now here is her reroll for her cover. And it failed as well. Was that worth it? Now you have to rethink that. I was counting on the cover, but that was a bad... that was a bad choice. What?
That wasn't cover.
What do you mean it wasn't cover? I don't understand. What do you mean?
Well, we rolled for her reroll for the shoot, and then Did you roll twice after that?
I'm pretty sure I already rolled once for the health, and then that was my reroll. So yeah, it was.
Okay.
All right, we're moving on. This guy, let's see, Darling. Does she shoot at the beetle? I can't tell which one is closer. Is there one that you think is?
I feel like the beetle's farther away, but I can't
Really?
tell.
Okay.
Well, he's right on the edge. I don't know.
We'll just throw a little something out here to see. So beetle about 15 and a half. Yeah, 12. Okay, here we go. So she's going to be shooting at the group over here. You can see them. Darling up here is shooting down at them. As they're rushing towards there. She has 3 die 6. They have 1 die 6. So they got nothing. They take 2 hits. 2 are gone. Boop, boop.
She could reroll.
You bet she can. Thank you. So this is for her sharp. Thank you for remembering that. Okay, didn't get anything that time. All right. So now we have Colleen. I guess she's going to try and finish him off. So she throws 3 die 6. They shoot back with 1 dice. This time they get a hit and she gets a hit.
She has a reroll.
Oh, thank you. That was a good one. Okay, she turned it in. Now I only have to deliver 1 hit there to wipe them out.
I'd block it.
Yeah.
And then that way.
Yeah. So take out that 4, so she's perfectly safe. I still deliver 1 hit, and that means they lose a model. They are no longer combat effective, and the other 2 scatter.
Girl in the corner.
So that was all 3 of them, wasn't it? Emmy,
yes.
Darling, and Colleen.
I think so. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, because Emmy shot over here.
That's right. That's right.
Finished them off.
And then those 2 took out that one.
She weakened it. She finished it off. Okay, so over here. Whew.
Are you going to shoot at what's his noodle? So he's been in a couple fights?
Yeah, I think that's where we're at. I think that is where we're at.
And he can't shoot back, so they're pretty safe.
So Avery is... Yeah, let's let Otto soak up some hits here and get some combat modifiers. Avery's going to shoot down at Otto. She'll have 3 die 6 at him.
He'll dodge.
He will be dodging with 4 die 8.
Yep.
That's a big dodge.
That's a big dodge.
It's kind of representing not only his agility, but also his...
She has a reroll.
Thank you. That's a good one.
Nice. 6, 5, and a 4.
Okay. Here's his dodge. He stops 2.
Takes 1.
7 and a 4, and he takes 1. Now, is this where we would want
double up?
To do double up and give him another hit? Does that feel like it's not worth it? It would double the number of hits, so I'd get 2 hits. Gosh, I think I'm going to hold on to it.
Okay.
Just make him take his 1 hit.
Okay.
Maybe that'll be enough to get an injury. I got more girls shooting. Okay, he survives it. He's been in a fight. I guess to help us keep track, we're gonna throw some counters out since it's kind of important. So Otto has been in a fight. All right, we're gonna continue to work our way around. We got Brigitte here. She'll fire down at him as well. She's got 3 die 6 who will be dodging.
Has a reroll.
Okay.
6 and a 4.
All right, see if he can dodge a 6 and a 4. He can do that. And he does. Indeed. So that doesn't get
second
through.
Fight.
That was his second fight he's been in. All right.
There's Higgins.
Mrs. Higgins now. All right. Well.
Or is she going to try and take out... She's got 4 die 8 on that group coming up. And you still have Starr. How many dice does he have in Brawl?
4 die 8. So he's a good
so
brawler.
he'll be down to 2 die 8.
Yeah. See, what I'm contemplating here is whether or not I want to move Mrs. Higgins out here to get an extra dice.
Yeah.
I don't know. She would then take a lot of attacks.
She would.
I
don't think it'd be worth it.
You don't think so?
Not when you have this many people coming at you.
How many would be coming at her, though?
Plus that group back there.
Yeah, plus Getter X, too.
Mm-hmm.
All right, she's going to hold back. She'll stay in her cover and shoot from there. 4 die 8
Yep.
of shooting.
Versus 4 die 8 of dodge.
Okay, what skills does she have?
She has veteran, so she doesn't lose.
All right, well, that's good. I'm moving forward. I want her to be in the fray. I don't want... I want her to have... She's gonna leap over that. I want her in the fray.
Okay.
All of the top counts as cover, so she will still technically be in cover there. But I want that extra dice.
She is. She doesn't lose any dice for shooting. So.
Yeah. So.
What is she shooting at?
She's shooting at Getter X.
Okay.
Not Getter X, but
Ollie.
Otto.
Otto.
Okay, so she gets 3 successes.
2 5s and an 8. She does not have reroll.
There's actually 2 8s and a 5. I tipped that one dice over.
Oh,
so
okay.
he will his dodge. He dodges 2 and he only takes 1. Gosh. Ugh. What do you think?
I feel like now's the time if you're gonna play it. Try and get him before he comes at her again. Because she's not going to lose any dice, so that would help her get him if he was only rolling d6s.
All right, we'll go ahead and play it.
All right, double up.
So he's going to take 2 hits instead of 1. And that's enough to get an injury on him.
Yay, Higgins.
He's also been in 3 fights now, and he's injured. Interesting. Now, Polly has not activated.
And you have...
Cadence. Gosh, does she try and finish him off?
Oh, well, yeah. Maybe. If he's hurt.
You know what?
So he'll roll d6s, 4d6 to dodge it.
She's going to go over the wall as well.
And a girl.
She's going to go over the wall as well.
So 4 die 10?
And 4 die 10.
Versus 4 die 6 of dodge.
Okay. 4 die 10 at Otto. Nope. Gonna play off balance when Cadence activates. The enemy suffers a -1 penalty to brawl shoot during this activation, so she's gonna lose one of her dice.
She jumped over the box.
Yep, and that's how accidents happen. So that'll take her back down
to 3.
To 3 die 10.
She can't. No, he can't. She's Lucky Devil.
Opponents cannot play those cards on her. She's a Lucky Devil. They cannot play that card on her, so she'll get 1 more dice added in. So a 10 and a 7 so far, plus another 10. So he is dodging with 4 die 6.
He can't dodge any of those. Sweet pea.
Okay. He can't dodge any of those with d6s, so he will take 3 hits. 3 die 6 health
3
check.
die 6.
Okay.
Oh!
Passed them all.
Dang.
But he has been in 4 fights. He absorbed a lot of damage there, and he is still on. I'm not sure that that's not exactly what Geterex's plan was all along.
Oh yeah.
Because now the Ladies Rifle Academy have completely activated everybody.
Well, except for Polly. She's gonna stand there and
yeah, she
toot
doesn't
her own
really
horn?
she doesn't really have much to do.
Okay.
I guess she could go try and brawl.
Probably not a good idea.
You don't think so?
Probably not.
All right. I don't know. We gotta think out the box. All right. So that's going to end it for them, and now the Mucklings are going to advance. What the heck are we gonna do with? Who can get into? Who? Do we send a Muckling band against?
I feel like you at least want to get him something.
Yeah, if I could get her tied up
before you get Geterex in there.
You know what? If I can get her tied up, maybe that'll do something. So this Muckling group. Now we are playing these. We're not playing these as non-player characters. We are really playing them as two different leagues. So we're trying to make smart decisions for them, not just throwing them away. So we're not playing them as non-player characters. They're going to be short. They're going to be short. So I only have, that's the only group. But if I can tie her up maybe. Let's just see. So this group is going to activate. Do we have any cards to play? No. Off balance, unseen attack. Oh, unseen attack is a good one though. So they will rush at her. I don't see any reason to hang back and brawl. Wait. That's actually a better thing, is to shoot at her. They're
Think
not.
So?
Yeah. And the reason is because she's a veteran, right? Not is she a veteran or she's got moxie?
No. Well, who are they going
at? Cadence.
Oh, then yes, she only has moxie.
So if I shoot at her, that is better than closing with her. So they know that Cadence Starr and they've learned to fear her magic blade.
So she'll still be at 3-10, right? Because of close range.
They're not gonna be at close range. They're gonna stay out at close range.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. See.
Okay.
So they're not at close range, and there's no reason for them to move into close range because they wouldn't gain that advantage. So they're gonna stay back and hurl some javelins and arrows at her. So they're gonna throw their 1d6 at her. She's only going to be throwing back 2 die 10.
I don't think she has anything else to.
Okay, here's their attack. We'll go ahead and drop those in there. She is shooting back. Or should she dodge?
3 die 10 to dodge.
We need to cause some damage. She's going to shoot back. 6 and a 6. Well, they're not going to block here, or should they?
I don't know. I mean, they'd still be combat effective, so they wouldn't actually
lose 1.
They just lose 1.
I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it to get a chance to injure her. So I'm going to lose 1 of those Mucklings,
and then
she'll roll a d10. And she passes it. But she has been in a fight, and that will count against her shooting. Moxie only helps her with
brawls.
With her brawls. So she's now been in double fights up there. I think I'm going to try the same thing. I'm going to have this group advance. They're not going to get at short range. They're going to advance on her, and they're also going to launch some javelins at her. Now she's down to
1d10?
1d10.
Or 3 die 10 to dodge. I'd probably dodge it.
1d10 for damage. Or I think we play it fast and loose. Let's try and get another one. Okay. Let's try and get another one. Shooting and shooting. Well, she gets nothing, they get nothing. Okay. Well, that works so well, they'll just keep doing it.
She's gonna have to dodge now.
Yeah. So they'll come up and they will also hurl javelins at her and arrows. She'll have to switch to dodging now. She doesn't have an option. So she'll be rolling 3 die 10 to dodge.
Yep.
1 dice of shoot. Got a 6, and it's big enough to cause some damage, boys and girls. Look at that. Look at that. A 6. They got a 4. That 4 is not going to be able to stop it. She will have to roll a health check. This is the one. Okay. She avoids the damage again. Whew. I've lost track of how many fights she's been in, but that's got to be 4, right?
Yeah, 4.
So for her shooting, it really doesn't matter.
Yeah, so she's completely to dodge unless she's brawling.
I got more. I got more to shoot at her. We're just going to keep peppering her with arrows until we can get something through. There's no reason not to run, right? Because they are not going to suffer the penalty for moving over 6 inches. Oh, crap. I don't want to get in her short range, though. Okay, we're going to hang back a smidge. And there's... that group is moved up, and they will also shoot at Cadence Starr. They got 1 dice. She is... Oh. I'm going to... yeah, 1 dice. She's dodging. They got nothing. She will hold her ground. I was considering whether or not to back up from the dodge, but I think she's going to hold her ground because she's trying to convince Mrs. Higgins to get back behind the barricade.
There's still 2
Mrs.
ticks
Higgins,
over here.
She's fiery. Mrs. Higgins, she's so fiery. She's got a temper on her, that one.
Yeah.
Sometimes it gets the better of her.
What are your blood beetles going to do?
They are not within range to rush, so because they are blood beetles, they will simply advance 6 inches.
Okay.
6, 6, 6 over here. Give me a camera, baby. All right.
We have that one last gang at the top of... Oh, no, 2.
2 more gangs, and neither of them have activated.
Oh, that's right, that's right.
Let's go ahead and do the gangs, though. Okay. So this gang is going to run up to the skulls. And they will hurl arrows at, who is that? Colleen. There behind the barrels there. 1 shot. She'll only have 2 shots to shoot back. I think we go for it, right?
She has a reroll, I think.
Okay. I got a 5. She got a 5. She has a reroll.
No.
What?
It's once per...
You think she already used it? Probably.
I think so, because I made you do it for all of them.
All right, good. So both of them get 5s.
They're not going to block it, right?
Yeah, they want to get some damage through. It's going to cost them a model.
And then she takes...
But it's going to make her roll a health check.
And she has cover. Didn't need it.
She doesn't need the cover. All right.
And the guys at the back.
Guys at the very back, they're going to run 12, and I guess they're going to end up shooting at Cadence as well. So this side is definitely carrying more weight right now. So there is...
And she'll dodge it with 3 die 10.
Advance. So they'll have 1 dice coming at her. I got something tricky coming for Cadence Starr. You guys don't want to miss what's about to happen here. All
right, you got Otto and...
That's all I have left, isn't it? What the heck is Otto going to do?
I don't think he's going to do anything.
Well, I don't want to lose Otto here. Where do you think he ought to go? I think what I'm going to do is just advance him into... You don't have any cards to play, do you?
No.
Okay. I'm going to just advance him. Be nice if I could... I don't want to get on her.
No, because he's been in 4 fights. I don't even know that he has any dice.
Well, see, the point of... Right, but he could still dodge. He could move into contact with one of them and dodge, and that would prevent them from being able to shoot. And
well, I guess if he goes for Constance, yeah. But if he went for Higginson, no.
Yeah, I think Cadence has made herself the closer target to him right now.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't think he wants to engage Cadence Starr. He sees that shiny blade of hers,
She can brawl him.
Venusian steel, and he's just gonna advance slowly towards her up to the edge.
If he goes slow, you can't see him.
Yeah. If you don't move, they can't see you. So that's all he's gonna do on his activation. Now,
what's Get gonna do?
Getarex is going in. Getarex says, "I can take her."
Brawler?
Yep, he's gonna brawl her.
All right, 4 die 10.
He's leaping up there.
What's he got?
I got a card for you. Is what I got for you, babe. I got a card for you. I have a card for you called Unseen Attack. Unseen Attack. When you attack an enemy that is not ready, your attack is unopposed.
Ooh.
So he sneaks in there with an unopposed attack, and she cannot dodge it. She cannot brawl it. It is a surprise attack. So here comes the damage. You don't have any cards to play, do you?
Nope.
Okay. Here is his 4 die 10. You know what? He has the quick strike ability. He's going to change that 4 die 10 into 6 die 8. 6 die 8 coming at her. Cadence Starr, this is your end.
3.
3 successes. She will have to roll a 3 dice health check. And she is injured by the dirty sneak attack. She is injured.
We'll get you next time, pal.
We'll see. We'll see. All right. So she takes an injury, and now the tide is turning. Yes. You want to do the honors of rolling for a recovery check for her?
Okay.
She does not recover. What about Otto? Let's see if Otto shakes it off. This could be the end of Otto.
Oh, no.
Otto remains injured. Okay. Oh, we still have one more lady.
Oh.
Emmy over here. She's gone.
Over.
Yeah, that side has been pretty brutal. That side of the table has been bloody over there.
Yeah, we had...
All right.
we placed new?
Yep. I have enough
Or is that
models.
after cards?
Yeah, it would be after cards.
Okay. You're the director now, right? After that fight?
The baddies are the director. They got in there and injured Cadence. Oh my gosh.
You got a dazed.
Dazed, okay.
And the girls got a on a roll. So if they roll at least one success, they roll 2 additional dice.
Oh, I wish I'd have remembered my other cards. I had a head wound and a chest wound I could have played on her. The head wound would not have helped. The head wound would not have helped. The chest wound could have helped, but I didn't play either one of them. Doggone it, I got to remember my cards. After an enemy fails a health check, they move the enemy restrictions, or they cannot move. Okay. All right.
Let's remove the orange markers,
okay.
And then we need to place your mobs. I think you have 2.
Yeah, I got 2 new mobs coming back.
All right, we're going overhead.
Okay, 2 mobs coming into play. And they're both at 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay,
so they're both way back over here.
Well, last time we got like 3 of them at 1 and 2, so.
Yep. So
that's
they're
nice.
all over here.
A small reprieve.
Okay, both of the mobs coming in.
We need to clear that one over there and then shift those girls over.
Yep, you're exactly right. You're exactly right.
But are you going to go? Are you going to make the girls go?
Wow, yeah, look at that. So now Getarex and the Mucklings have taken control of the initiative.
Mm-hmm.
Injuring Cadence was big.
Yeah,
that was a big move for them. You got something on your neck there. That was pretty big. And then the fact that she didn't make her recovery check. Whoo!
And no, No rerolls on it.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Oh, wait. No, he doesn't have anything. I thought I couldn't remember if he was indomitable. All
Oh,
right.
okay.
Gosh.
What are you gonna do? You are the girls.
I think we make the ladies activate.
Okay.
Okay. The reason is, oh, doggone it, if I let them activate, they're gonna get 2 rounds of shooting. I think I have to. We're gonna start activating some of the baddies, some of the muckling side. I think I might send this
Blood beetle.
blood beetle in. So I'm gonna activate the blood beetle. You don't have anything to play, do you?
No, not
Okay.
yet.
So blood beetle is going to rush Darling. Blood beetle is rushing Darling.
Gross.
She will get to shoot with 4 dice 6. It is brawling with 2 dice 6.
And she has a reroll.
And she has a reroll. So we'll roll for our attacky, our active character first. They got a 4. Here is Darling.
Does she now? Well, she has a reroll.
I got that. So now I'm going to give it a reroll. Okay. What's the question, babe?
Oh, just on a roll if that was when.
If you roll
if that
at
was
least
a
one
time.
success. Oh, gosh, I don't know. Do we use it now? Is this where we want to use it?
What level is that beetle?
It's level 1. So if it fails a health check, it'll be removed. Right now, she's got 2 against it.
I don't know.
Well,
maybe we save it.
You want to save it?
What? You're the one playing. It's not me.
You know what? We're going to not play it. We're going to hold on to it because potentially something more important could go on over here. Yeah. Now, the beetle, because it's reanimated, it cannot choose to block, so it's going to have to let all that damage go through. Yep. Darling is going to take 1 hit. The beetle will take 2 hits. Yep. I'll drop them all in here. Emmy is the Darling. Darling is the white dice. She fails and the beetle succeeds. Damn. Darling is down. Ooh, it's crumbling around us.
Those mucklings are gonna come out.
Yeah, we're gonna go with that one now. So this Colleen? Group is going after Colleen. So they're coming after her.
I think Polly's gonna have to get that bugle.
Mm-hmm.
A little more weaponry.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Another gang of mucklings is coming after Colleen. She has 4 dice 6 to shoot at them.
And a reroll.
They will have 1 dice 6 going back. Here is the attack. It gets nothing. She gets 1, but she does have a reroll.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
She takes out 2, and that's enough to cleanse it. The remaining Colleen. 2 will scatter. And that's the end of their reinforcements, too. Well, they won't get any more returns. Now what do we do?
Oh, Pagum said he found the Hinterland minis on Dragon Bait Miniatures.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So the lovely Rifles Academy, I meant to say that earlier, these beautiful miniatures here. These were sculpted by Paul Hicks. Absolutely beautiful miniatures. Top of the line sculptor. Just does wonderful miniatures. You can't hardly get any nicer sculptor than Paul Hicks. These are beautiful. They were originally made for Hinterland Miniatures, and now they're being cast by Dragon Bait Miniatures. So just absolutely wonderful. I'm so glad these are back in production. We got ours like 20 some odd years ago.
I can tell by the bases.
Yeah, yeah. That's back when we were trying to figure out a very nondescript base that we could put into any terrain. So it doesn't match badly with this.
It does not.
It wouldn't look too bad on the grass either.
Mm-mm.
Once you start putting them in zeppelins or in cities and things like that, it gets a little bit.
Oh, so a
different,
girl
but-
has some dirt falling out of her pockets everywhere she goes. Big deal.
Okay, all right. What are we gonna do next? What are we going
Well,
to do next?
You're engaged if you're gonna start going.
Well, I don't want to engage first here. I think now
You're gonna make
that
them
we've
go.
caused some damage over here. Let's try to remember that Darling has been in a fight for
Okay.
what it's worth.
Okay.
That one's down. I think we're gonna start making the.
Let's see. You got 3 girls. No, 4
See,
girls.
I can't get to the juicy center here because I got these 2 blockers up
Yeah.
here. I could try and put some pressure on Higgins. I can ignore her and
'Cause they're
rush past her,
engaged.
but Higgins right now is a barrier to getting to
Yep.
the
The babies.
to these ladies. I guess I'm gonna try and get Higgins. Let's see how long Higgins can hold out. You know what? If I could get, oh man, I'm gonna send Otto on her. So Otto is nearer to Cadence, but I could ignore her to go after Higgins, and Higgins is within 3 inches and is not going to get to shoot.
What?
Yes,
That's
indeed. So
bad.
Otto is going in on Higgins.
All right. So 3 die 8.
I don't think I can actually get him up there effectively.
Oh, so he can't do the 3 inches. Well.
I'm going to just leave him at the bottom, and we know he's in there. All right. So she will have to brawl him. She will have 3 die 8.
Yeah. And he's hurt.
He's going to dodge. What he wants to do is tie her
Just give
up
him-
here. So he's going to be dodging.
And she's got her on a roll.
Wait. There's no reason for him to do that because he controls the initiative
Yep.
anyway.
He controls the block.
Yeah, he'll throw some attacks here. So 4 die 6 attack, and she'll have 3 die 8 to attack, unless she wanted to dodge. And Mrs. Higgins is not
a dodge.
as
It's only 2 die
dodgy
6,
as
so.
she used to be. So here is the 4 die 6 attack from Otto. 2 5s and a 6. Oh yeah, here we
She's
go.
got her on a roll if we have to use it.
Okay, let's see what we have here. She hits a 4.
She gets the 1 success she needed.
She gets the 1 success she needed.
Is she
Do we
gonna
go
do
ahead
her
and
on
do
the
it?
roll? I would.
think we do.
I think so.
So she's going to play the on the roll card, and since she rolled a success, she now gets to add 2 more dice. Another 4. Now, what's the smart play for the smart play?
Block 2, give her 1.
Yeah, definitely. So he's going to block both of hers and still give her 1. That means she's going to have to roll that 1 dice health check.
She's good.
She passes it.
But they are engaged.
They are engaged, and now
Which means people,
when
the blood beetles
yeah,
can skip.
Now when the blood beetle, oh, what do I want to do now? Do I want to send it after Higgins, or do I want to send it after?
Let's send this one to the girl and send like maybe that one to Higgins.
Okay, this blood beetle here is going to activate, and it's coming against Avery back here. I can ignore Higgins because Higgins is now engaged.
Ooh.
Remember, if we were playing these as non-player characters, it would attack Higgins.
Yep.
But we are playing it as a league, so we're trying to make good decisions for them.
All right, so sis gets 3 die 6 to shoot, or 4 die 6.
4 die 6.
Okay.
And it will have 2 die 6 in gnashing.
And she has a reroll.
It gets nothing.
All right, come on, Billy.
Okay, 2. 2 dice health check. It is gone. Blood beetle is removed.
Woo! Good job, Avery. Is it Emmy and Polly still there? Is that who's left?
I think I want to take Higgins out.
Okay.
I think I can get her now. I'm gonna send this blood beetle. Doggone it. Yeah, I'm gonna send this blood beetle on Higgins.
Before you roll for a skill, discard 1 or more cards from your fortune hand to gain a +1 bonus. I don't know that we're drawing any X's, so I
Maybe.
Could
Maybe.
throw him.
Okay. So Higgins at this point.
She only has veteran, so that's only shoot. So she would be down to 2-6 or 2-8. She was fine.
What if she tried to dodge and use that costly gambit on her dodge to get away?
That might be her only shot. Yeah.
If she could, right now, she's feeling an enormous amount of pressure on her because she's engaged. She's mainly a shooter.
Mm-hmm.
If she could break off, if she could disengage by doing a successful dodge here, what do you think?
I say yeah.
Route?
I say yeah, because they haven't activated.
Yeah, she hasn't
so
activated.
If she can get free,
yeah. So far, none of the Ladies Academy.
If she can get free, then she can back up and take a pot shot.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. Possibly even split her dice.
I would say yeah. Let's do it. Let's throw it. Costly gambit. You have to do an extra card.
Okay. The right way to do this, boys and girls, is to not play it yet. Let all she has to do right now is declare that she is dodging.
And let the other one.
So now we know that she is going to dodge. We'll let them attack. Because if they roll like the last time, she won't even have to try. Oh my God, it's a 6 and a 5. Now it's even worse decision because is it worth playing it now that we know that she's going to have to get 6 and 5?
And it'll get her. She only has one card, so it'll just give her 3.
One extra dice. Or it's a costly gamble.
I feel like she's gonna have to try because
costly gamble.
That would be 2 fights. She only has 3-8 in brawl.
Yeah.
So she'd have to dodge anyways later. So
it's costly. If she can get a 6 and a 5, boys and girls, she's got to get a 6 and a 5. She's got 3 dice to do it with. She gets the 6, but she doesn't get the 5. She gets tied up again. She remains in contact, and she takes the hit.
She's fine.
She is not injured, though. But now she's got 2 baddies on her. And I don't even think I can get anybody else on her. But when she activates, look at that, boys and girls. When she activates, she will be engaged with both of those. And they're going to start nibbling on her tender bits.
Unless you have one of the other girls
help
over
out
and try and,
help out a little bit.
Yeah.
All right. So now what do we do up in this mess? I think we may, I don't know. We could try to put some pressure.
Because the Muglings can't shoot at them into those fights. So they'd have to move around and come up.
Okay. We're going to activate this group back here.
Okay.
And they're going to come up and attack Avery.
Okay.
So they're going to ignore both of these because they're engaged. And we're going to put them over here on Avery.
So that would be close range, yes?
Yes, so she'll get 4 dice 6.
Well, she's been in a fight, because she shot and killed that beetle.
Okay.
So she'll be back to 3. She'll just be her regular 3.
Higgins has been in 2 fights. Okay. So she'll be back to rolling just 3 dice. They will be brawling with 1 dice.
And she did already use her reroll, so.
She did, okay.
2?
They got nothing. She gets 2, but that is not enough to wipe them out.
Oh, dang.
And she already used her reroll.
Yep.
So now she is engaged.
And no cards.
So she's been in 2 fights now.
Yep. All right, let's keep going.
Okay.
You insisted on having 50 models.
I did.
Gotta get them
I'm going to activate
going.
these.
And your mobs, I'm sorry.
I'm going to activate this group, and they're going to go after Colleen. She's already been in a fight.
It will be close range, so she could do her 3-6 shoot.
Yep. And they're coming after Colleen.
All right, she better hope she can get all 3.
All right. 1 dice.
Nothing.
She gets nothing. They get nothing. That
Darn.
was not a good choice.
That was not a good choice.
All right.
You're gonna throw another one on. Well, I don't know if you want
This
to.
group of 4, I'm going to have them go after Cadence.
Okay. Yeah.
She's injured. If I can get
She
another
is injured.
injury on her. So they're moving into contact with Cadence.
Let's scoot the camera just a hair so we can kind of see a little better.
They're moving into contact with Cadence. They will roll 1 dice. She will roll 4 die 8 because she is injured. The magic blade slices. They get nothing. She takes out 2. The other 2 scatter.
Yay!
She is a veteran. She will not lose dice for brawls.
Nope.
We're going to go ahead and try the same thing again.
Okay.
This group will come in on her. If I can get another injury before...
Reroll the exact same thing.
Before Geterex activates.
Or before she does. She hasn't gone either.
Yeah.
Ooh,
all right,
3.
this time they got a 6. So she's going to...
Take 1. Because they're not going to block.
They're the active. They could block.
Oh, they could.
They could block. So if I didn't block... Gosh, that's a tough decision there.
If I block, they're gone.
Go ahead. Yeah.
But if you block, then you could.
If I don't block,
chance.
I lose my gang, but I have a chance to injure her.
Yep.
If I do block, I don't have a chance to injure her, but I keep my gang in play.
But yeah, I don't know.
That's a tough one. It's almost worth losing my gang
I think
to get that extra injury.
You have enough extras.
I'm going to go for it.
Okay, so she rolls.
They just say they're going to throw everything they have at her. They're not close enough to get to her. They're just going for blood. Yep. They're going to try and get another hit on her. So she's going to roll. That's going to wipe them out.
Yep.
Her blade, silver Velusian steel, slices through them.
And she takes a 1d8 health
1d8 health check. Boys and girls. Boys and girls. 1d8 health check. If she passes this, she avoids the injury. If she fails it, she drops to a d6 health. Boys and girls, if you haven't already, be sure and click that like button for us. We would love to see some support from y'all. We're so happy that y'all jump on here and watch these fun games with us. That's just really, really awesome. So take a moment right now and click that like button. If you're not a subscriber, Bessie says
you ought to be.
You ought to be. Get subscribed to our little channel and be sure to click that bell so you get a notification when we upload a new video. So this is it. Does she pass?
Yes.
She does indeed. So she is not injured. That
right,
next gang is not going to have range.
You have 3 gangs because you have 2 in the corner in the back.
Okay. I have 3.
Well, yeah, the ones by the tent and then the 2 back there.
You're right.
And then Geterex, I think.
I don't think I have any more targets. I can't shoot here. I can't see them. No, I'm going to have to they're just running.
Moseying.
They're running 12.
Holland.
Yep. So they're going to run up here 12. They're going to end up being short, but they're going to get on to the temple.
Ooh, that's not good.
Yeah. And then these 2 gangs will also run. Started out with over 50 models on the table.
We still got quite a fair few.
Yeah. Well, we saw some recycling too. We had quite a bit of recycling, but they're not going to get any more.
No. You gonna make the girls go and save Geterex, or are you gonna see if you can finish her off?
Yeah. Geterex is going to hold his activation. So at this point, boys and girls, just for the record, the only model on the Muckling side that has not activated is Geterex. So Geterex will hold his activation, and
Which is something to remember, that you don't have to do all of yours.
Correct. Yep. And he's going to force the Ladies Rifle Academy to activate. So who do we activate first over here? So she's been in 2 fights now, hasn't she?
Yeah.
She shot. Now she's been in another fight. So
maybe try
when she activates, they're going to still get a dice. Remember, mucklings or
I guess
a
she should try
mob.
to dodge.
Yeah, she should. Yeah, it's really her only option, isn't it?
Yeah, because she doesn't have any
Okay,
brawl left.
so she's going to activate, and she'll be trying to dodge. She does indeed dodge a 5 beats a 5, and she's going to take that inch. She's going to back it up an inch. What do you think Polly ought to do?
Which one's Polly?
Bugler. Or Bugler. Is she going to go after the...
Oh, she's got a brawl at 2d6.
Uh-huh. She could go after that beetle.
Yeah.
Maybe she goes and tries to stomp on the beetle.
Because the beetle's been in 1.
Yeah.
So what is he throwing?
1.
1? Yeah.
She'll have 2.
She'll have 2.
So she's gonna try and take out a beetle. She's going into the fray. Polly is in the mix now.
Get him with that bugle, girl.
That's why they had to take her rifle away, because she kept shooting everything. So now she's gonna have 2 die 6 versus 1 die 6. Here is the roll. She gets 2 successes. I don't know that we're willing to take that hit.
No, I'd block it.
She's
and get
level
1.
1. Oh, but they're reanimated. The blood beetles have the reanimated ability. So if they only suffer 1 hit, they automatically pass it. Oh my gosh. We have to take it, don't we? Yeah. We have to take it. All right, we're going to drop all of those dice right back in the box.
Red is Polly?
No, we'll flip them. Okay, so white is for Polly, red is for the beetle. Come on, Polly.
Yes. Oh wait, no, Polly was white. Why did you change it? You dirty son of a... Oh, I'm mad at you. I told you she was red. Why do you do this to me?
Polly is eliminated and the bug saves.
I told you red for Polly.
I know.
I told you.
I should have listened.
Ugh.
Oh, I should have listened. Oh, if only I'd have listened.
If only you would listen. You never listened to me.
So both of them have activated.
So we have, is that Emmy? Avery? Avery on the corner.
She won't have any dice either. She's been in 2 fights. So she will also do the same thing. She's going to have to try to dodge.
So 1d6 versus 1d6.
Red dice.
Who's who?
White is for the Rifle Academy. So she cannot dodge a 6. She cannot dodge a 6 with a 5. So she's going to take that hit. And she is down. Uh-oh, boys and girls.
I hope you are happy with yourself.
Uh-oh, boys and girls. Brigitte has not activated.
Yep, correct.
Brigitte has not
she
activated.
She is not engaged.
I don't even think
she hasn't been in a fight.
I don't think she's been in a fight.
Maybe could try and shoot these guys.
Try to clear those off.
She could, or those guys over here. There's only 3, so she only needs 1 hit on this side to get them.
She'll do it. She's gonna fire it. Oh wait, that makes them the director. No, does not. No. Okay, she'll fire at them. So she'll have 4 die 6.
4 die 6.
They will be shooting back with 1 dice.
Not a girl.
They got nothing. She cleanses. The mucklings are removed, and that makes them the director. So now...
Are they gonna make Getarex go?
I guess. Yeah. We'll go ahead and make Getarex take his activation. Yeah. Okay. So Getarex activates, and he will be trying to finish off.
What is it?
He has 4 die 10. He has 4 die 10.
Is she gonna brawl him with 4 die 8?
Or
dodge
with 4 die 8.
With 3 die 8.
Or dodge with 3 die 8. I almost feel like we gotta dodge, right?
I feel like, yeah.
Because if we go any lower,
you're gonna be in a world of hurt. I mean, she still can activate, so
4 die 10 is gonna be awfully hard to dodge.
Yeah, but 4 die 8, could do some damage.
We got to try to mitigate some of that damage.
Yeah.
All right. So she's going to try to dodge. Doggone it. So here's his attack. Double fives.
Okay, we can dodge that.
You get a couple fives? And
yes!
She does.
Woohoo! On top of the box.
Now she jumps back. Jumps back an inch.
Yeah.
You
still have Higgins.
I still have both of them.
Oh, that's right.
Because
that was Getarex.
Yeah, that was Getarex. Now, what if Cadence goes after Ottle?
I think so. I think she would help Higgins.
Okay. So she's going to try to help.
Is she going to come around to the other side? Well, no, she has to go.
She's got to come in straight. You got to come in straight when you rush somebody.
Yep.
All right, so she's going to go after Ottle. She'll have 4 die 8 to attack with.
And he's been in a fight.
He's been in just one?
I think so, because Higgins hasn't activated.
So I think he'll just dodge.
4 die 6?
Yeah,
okay.
He'll just dodge. Right. He doesn't like the sound of the singing blade of Cadence. All she gets is a 5. Dang it. And he dodges it. And he is not going to disengage.
Okay.
So now,
it's a scrum.
Mrs. Higgins has to activate. Mrs. Higgins activates. She will try to dodge. How many fights has...
She's been in 2.
She's going to have to split her dice. There's no actual option there. So she'll have to split her dodge.
And try to dodge
Does she have any offense left? She's been in 2 fights?
She's been in 2 fights. So she'd have 1d... Is she hurt?
She is not hurt.
Okay, so she would have 1d8, but she couldn't split it.
She could put it against one or the other. She couldn't.
Or she could try to dodge.
Where you'd have to put 1 die 6 against both of them.
And go try to finish it with the beetle and dodge the beetle.
How many fights has he been in?
He's been in 2, and the beetle's been in 1.
Okay.
So I think the beetle would have...
So I think...
Not much?
I
don't know. What does the beetle have?
Beetle starts with 2 die 6. So that'll put the beetle down to 1 die 6. So Mrs. Higgins is going to try to dodge. She's going to have to split her dice because she's engaged with 2 models. So she's going to put 1 dice on each of them. It's not optional to not split if you can. If there are any extra dice, I could decide where that extra dice goes, or even if I was down to 1 dice, I could decide where it goes. But if you could split, you have to. And then I think we're going to do that fight first.
Yep.
Because Ottle will have 2 dice, and we'll have 1. So we're going to drop them in the cup. We'll let Bessie call it. I got a red dice and a white dice in this cup. Bessie, which one is for Higgins?
You already messed us up with all your white.
Which one is for Higgins?
We'll go with white.
Okay. Higgins does not successfully dodge. She takes the hit.
I have to go check on babies.
Okay. A health check. She is injured. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The Rifle Academy is getting beat on here, boys and girls.
Does that mean she still has to do the fight with
I know. Yeah. And she's injured now. So she still has 1 die 6 against Ottle. Ottle is fighting back with 2 die 6. She does not dodge successfully, or 2 won't stop anything, and she takes another hit. Higgins has got to pass this health check, and she does, to remain on her feet, and that ends the turn. Ooh, dear, oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Lots of recovery checks to roll for. Lots of recovery checks. Who all's out there? Throw a howdy in there and there. Pagum is on here. We got unsuccessfully. We have a Jim. We got a Phil in Florida. We have Pagum. Thank y'all, Jim. Thank y'all for being here. So first roll is for Cadence Starr. So she gets a 4, and that'll shake it off. We'll roll for Mrs. Higgins. 4 again. That'll shake that one off. Let's roll for let's roll for Otto. Otto also shakes it off, so he is not injured. Now we got to try and get our. Here's for Avery. Avery gets a 4. The 4s are rolling in, and this is for Darling. This is for Darling over here. And another 4, a string of 4s. All right, that puts us to the end of the turn. We don't, the Mucklings do not get, wow, was that turn 2? That could not have been turn 2. Was that really turn 2? Did we forget to drop bullets? I don't remember. That had to be turn 3. That had to be turn 3 because we added more. That was turn 3. So we're starting turn 4. Pretty brutal looking mess here. Currently, Cadence is engaged with Otto down here. Higgins is engaged with both of them. Who is in control of the initiative right now? Who's in control? I think I have the counter laying over here. Hopefully we kept track of that. So we'll just say that nothing changed since then. So we're going to say that the ladies are still in control of the initiative. And we're going to draw cards for turn number 4. We're playtesting some brand new cards today. Rabbit's Foot. When an opponent plays a card, you can cancel it or draw 2 cards. And then for the hostile. Oh, it says play immediately. Hostile. Now that is interesting. Deploy 1 ready level 2 NPC. Now, because it is a non-player character, it is hostile to both sides, boys and girls. It is hostile to both sides. It is. We are not playing the baddies as non-player characters. So it is deployed 1 die 8 from the center of the table in a random direction. Yep. Okay. So 8 inches way over there. Well, it's gonna have a. And it does have the stats for it right there on the card. Now I know that they're kind of small here. That's something we're gonna adjust on the release version. So these are prototype cards that aren't completed yet. So we're gonna say that was the center of the table, and he's over here. So we have a non-player character. That card remains in play until the NPC is eliminated, goes out of play, and then that card can be shuffled back in. So it doesn't just immediately go back into the deck or into the discard pile. Okay. What are we going to do next? So we're starting turn 4. That was their card. So now Cadence has control of the initiative here. I feel like she needs to Hmm. Hmm. That's a tricky situation to be in, boys and girls. I'm contemplating a pullback here. I'm contemplating pulling back my rifle academy. None of these girls are currently engaged. So Avery and Brigitte and Colleen and Darling are all unengaged at this time. We might do a little pullback here. Either that or they just unload on, they either pull back or they unload on Getarex over there. What kind of dodging is good? He's a fairly decent shooter too. He's got 3 die 10. Oh boy. I feel like I want them to cleanse the table a little bit. I think I want them to try and remove some obstacles. So I'm going to activate. I'm going to start with Darling over here, and she's going to move 6 inches, and she's going to remove herself from there. She's going to step down here, 6-inch move, so that she has over 3 inches from the beetle, and she will shoot at the beetle with 4 die 6. The beetle will simply take it. The beetle cannot do anything other than simply take it. Only 1 success, and that's not enough, boys and girls. We're going to try the same thing with Colleen. She's going to move around, and she will shoot at the beetle as well. 4 die 6 again. Okay, that time the beetle will have to roll a 4 dice health check, and it fails. It is level 1, so it will be removed from the table. Over here, this is getting spicy up here. This is getting very spicy.
I think Avery and Emmy are on. You could shoot at that one on the corner.
Are you talking about these guys?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. She's going to back up just slightly, and she's going to fire at this group that's over here. She'll have 4 die 6. They will have 1 die 6.
And she has a reroll.
Okay. This is the card she drew.
Okay.
She got 1 success.
She has a reroll.
Okay, turned it into 2. They're at full strength right now.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? What do you guys think here? I think we go for it.
Yeah. I think at this point they're up there. They're gonna get on Higgins. And...
So we're gonna go ahead and hit with 2 of those, and that means she will have to roll a dice, a health check. She is down.
Does she get a cover?
Yes.
Yeah.
So do they. Everything on the top of the temple gets a cover save. So the cover will remove 1 of the hits, and they will still lose 1 model instead of 2.
Oh, we can stand her back up.
And we can stand her back up.
Is that Emmy right there in the middle?
That is, I think that's Brigitte.
Oh, Brigitte, that's right. Is she going to turn and fire at him too?
I think she is, but I want some distance.
Come stand by Avery.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that'll keep my range over 4 inches. I'm sorry, over 3 inches. And she will fire at them. She'll have 4 die 6. They will get to reply with 1 die 6. Mobs always get a dice.
And she has a reroll.
2 so far.
They got
nothing. And that's enough. Oh, wait.
Does she? Oh, was it not enough?
What? If they passed a cover save, it wouldn't have been enough, but with 3 hits, the cover save won't matter.
Okay.
So even if they passed the cover save, it wouldn't be enough to count. Still enough damage to cleanse.
Right. Okay. Because I was going to say
All
she
right.
might need to save the reroll. But you're right.
So.
Is it Higgins and?
Look at what is going on up here on top of the pedestal.
Pretty clear.
Now we have these two girls have activated. These two have activated. Now, what do you do now? So the only two characters on the Rifle Academy side that have not activated is Higgins and
Are they both fully recovered?
They are. Yeah, they're both fine now. So do we activate here or do we make them activate?
Make them activate? Because then they have to split their dice. So that beetle has to split his dice. Otto has to split his dice.
The beetle's not only engaged with... The beetle's not engaged with her. With Cadence. The beetle is only touching
Only
Starr.
touching, okay.
Otto is touching both of them.
Okay.
Well, as soon as I ask them to activate, as soon as I ask the Mucklings to activate,
right, they're not gonna,
he's going to come in on her. He's not going to activate somebody that's going to have to split his dice.
Right.
Again, that is the difference between non-player characters and playing them as if they were a league.
I'm thinking the same thing.
So, I don't think I want Cadence. I think I have to activate Cadence first. Because if I wait, I could end up with Getarex on me and Otto on me, and when she activates, then she'd have to split. So she's going to have to activate now.
And fight Otto?
Yeah.
Is she going to dodge with 3 die 10, or is she going to brawl with 4 die 10?
I think she's going to brawl. She's the active character, so she's going to brawl with 4 die 10. He's fully healed now, so he's going with 4 die 8.
Yeah.
Here is her attack. She gets 3 successes.
10, a 9, and a 5.
Okay, here is Otto. I'll get to 7 and a 4. What do you think there? Do you block or do you just go for blood?
Well, the only reason I say maybe not is because Getarex is right there.
I know.
And he's going to jump on her back and take a piggyback. So
let's just play it safe here.
Block him and give 1?
Yeah. We're going to block his and give him 1.
Okay.
Nah. Surely.
Block 1, give 2, take 1?
She's going to have a lot of stuff on her. Let's not take the damage. We're just going to let him roll it.
Okay.
Give him 1. See if he can stop it. He does indeed. So he was not injured.
Okay. But he's been in a fight.
Both of them have.
Well, but if she's...
Both of them have been in a fight now. Now Higgins. Now Higgins. What the heck is Higgins going to do?
She has 3 die 8 in brawl and only 2 die 6 in dodge.
If she activates, she's going to have to split.
So she does...
I don't want her to activate.
Not particularly, no.
I don't want her to activate here. At this point, now we're going to start asking the Mucklings. So, for the record, Mrs. Higgins has not activated.
Correct.
All right, now the baddies. The Mucklings are going to activate. Let's have Otto go first. Otto will activate first. He'll be down to rolling 3 die 8.
And he has to split his dice.
No, he...
Yeah, he was in contact with both.
You're right. So he'll put 2 dice on Higgins and 1 dice on Cadence.
Cadence still gets her 4 die 10.
I'm going to resolve the fight with Higgins first. Does Higgins try to dodge here? I don't know that dodging helps her. She hasn't activated
She
yet.
hasn't activated, so she could try.
Should we try to dodge his D8s? Yeah, we'll do it.
Okay.
We're going to try and dodge his D8. So here, he will resolve that fight first. A 6.
Okay, she can
Come
do that.
on, Higgins. Come on, Higgins. Give me a 6.
No,
she takes the hit. She takes the hit. She's okay. All right, now the second fight. He only put 1 dice on her. He'll have 1 dice to try and bite her. He gets a 5. She'll have 4 die 10 against him.
Yeah.
All successes. He will not block.
He can't. Yeah.
So he'll take 4 hits.
She'll
take 1. Otto is injured. Cadence is not injured.
Ooh. Give me a red. Let's see some of that blood.
No.
So Higgins still hasn't gone.
Higgins still hasn't gone, and we're going to ask them to activate again.
That beetle hasn't gone, has he?
The beetle has not activated, so I don't want to do any more of that. I think that was a bad move on my part. I'm going to send in...
gang on top going in
I'm going to send in a gang.
Okay.
This gang is going to activate, and they're going to rush at Cadence.
Okay, so she's got 4 die 10 coming at him.
She has 4 die 10. They have 1 die 6.
Yep.
They got a success. She's going to block it. She'll deliver 3 hits, and that's enough to make them ineffective.
Woohoo! Good girl. Well, you still got those other 2. Can they reach her?
Yes, that one can. Okay. We'll do the same thing again. They're going to go in.
And she's got 4 die 10 again versus 1 die 6.
She is that singing blade is cutting through the air. 4 die 6. 4 die 10 versus 1d8.
1d6.
They got a success. Now what do you do?
If I give 3, they're gone, right?
If you give 3, they're gone. But then you're going to have to take that hit.
I think I'd risk it. I think. Well.
Yeah. Because a mob always rolls 1 dice, it doesn't matter how many models they have. Mm-hmm. Howdy to Ants Fairfield, howdy to Lewis, howdy to Oog, howdy to Damien. Who's going to all make it to Pulpalooza this year? Pulpalooza 2025 is going to be held October 16th to the 18th in Albuquerque, New Mexico at Slice and Dice Pizzeria. Everybody make plans to come join us. Bessie will be there, and she has agreed to lower her normal autograph fee from $50 down to just $5 each for autographs. So, I mean, that's a pretty good deal.
I'm out. I'm kind.
Have we rolled for this yet? No. Okay. Here, we haven't rolled for this fight, right?
No, we did. It was take 1, either
block. Just pick the dice up.
It's okay. So she could block and give 2, or she could take them all, knock them out, but take 1 hit.
Let's just play it fast and loose. Okay. I don't want to get injured before the leader
think
gets
so.
in there. Yeah, we're not going to do that. We're going to go ahead and block their hit. We don't want to take a chance.
So then they lose 2 models.
They still lose 2 models, but they remain in play.
Yep. Oh, and we got a hostile. Interesting.
NPCs always activate at the end of the turn. So
I didn't see him before.
Yeah.
I wasn't.
That was the card. One. Yeah, that was the card that they drew. So they are running away from the hostile. They're going to move 12 inches this way.
Is it hostile to everybody?
It is hostile to everybody.
Oh, right, because these aren't NPCs.
Right,
so.
These are not non-player characters. So it will not be in range to get them. They don't have anybody to shoot at.
I don't think so. Unless, can they shoot the girl in the end? Avery?
No, I think they would be blocked through there.
Okay.
So they're done.
So Higgins hasn't gone. Beetle hasn't gone, and Getorix hasn't gone.
Yeah, and the reason is because these models should really be up here blocking.
You're right. You're right.
You'd kind of say if
no, you're right.
They
you're
would
right.
be.
Yeah.
But there's a lot more stuff that's supposed to be up in this area.
So you got Getorix to the Beetle. Or
Geterex and the Beetle, and they have not taken the initiative away yet.
Nope.
So
Beetle's
I guess we
do
send in Geterex.
Yeah.
Geterex has a chance. So she's now engaged. I could ignore her and go pick off an easy target.
Good. You got Higgins right there, or you got the girls.
I could go get one of those juicy ones. Remember, if you you can ignore an engaged model to rush an unengaged model. So I cannot ignore an engaged model to rush another engaged model.
Yeah, you're
but
right.
I can ignore an engaged model to rush an unengaged model.
Tasty
So
Brigitte.
I couldn't ignore, so in this example, I could not ignore Starr to rush Higgins, but I can ignore Starr and Higgins and go all the way back here and chew on a tasty morsel. Maybe I do that. Maybe I do it. Maybe I do it.
Okay.
Get a tasty morsel.
Delish.
When am I going to have a better chance? Because that singing blade scares me. That dang blade.
Okay, well then do it. Go eat your Brigitte.
She's activated.
She's activated.
That's going to give her two enemies, potentially 3 enemies, next time she activates. All right, he's going in. This is the time to make it work. The singing blade does not frighten him.
4 die 10.
He's got 4 die 10. She's got 4 die 10. Let's drop them all in the cup and let the dice sort them out. Yeah, you're right. Especially with 4 dice.
Yeah.
So he's the active character. So the only thing that hasn't activated on his side is the Beetle.
Correct.
Here is Geterex attacking Cadence Starr.
Nothing.
2 sevens and an 8. 2 sevens and an 8.
Right, come on, girly pop.
Cadence Starr. Put on his quick strike. A 9, so he couldn't block it even if he wanted to. He's going to take 1 hit. He is blessed by the gods, that little fella. She's going to take 3 hits.
Yeah. Probably roll that all together.
Ooh, okay, here we go. Geterex. Yes. Injured.
Ain't that blessed.
Cadence Starr.
Come on, girly.
Oh. Injured. All right, so she's injured, and Geterex is injured.
So now it's Higgins and the Beetle?
Higgins. Since both of them were injured, the Rifle Academy maintains control of the initiative, and they're going to force the Beetle to activate. So when the Beetle activates, it's going to have to roll its 2 die 6 to attack. Higgins, are you going to try and dodge me, or are you going to try and brawl me with 3 die 8? I think we go ahead and brawl it, right?
I think so.
I think we just go ahead and try and do some damage here.
I think so.
Here is the Beetle.
Nothing.
Got nothing. Here is Higgins. Got 1,
oh, no.
and that is not enough to beat the Beetle.
NPC gets to go.
Yes, NPC will run 12 inches towards the nearest juicy.
Ooh, eat him. No, he's not rich. Rats. Closing in, though.
It is stalking them. It is stalking in closer and closer. And Higgins hasn't activated. That was the Beetle.
Yeah.
Higgins has to activate, and she's going to have to split her dice. She's going to dodge again. Right? We're going to try and dodge.
Yeah, because that'll be 2 fights. Right? I think we did the last one wrong. Oh, well.
What are you talking about?
Well, hasn't she been in the fight with Otto?
No, because she hasn't. Yeah. Yeah, okay.
So I'd say dodge it, because it's 1d8.
So, 1 dice on both of them. We're going to resolve the fight against the Beetle first. Yep. So the Beetle is the red dice. Mrs. Higgins is the white dice, and she is trying to dodge.
Yeah. Oh,
she does not dodge it. She takes that hit. And she is injured.
That's the end of the turn.
And she has to fight Otto. She's got one
Oh
dice
my
dodging
God.
Otto. Otto has 2 dice 6 to attack her. She's trying to dodge.
No.
She does not dodge it. She takes another hit. And she is down. Higgins is down. Boys and girls, we have some recovery checks coming.
Yeah, we do.
All right. Here we go.
All right, who are we rolling? Higgins.
Higgins.
She's up.
Higgins is up. She's going to step back an inch.
Good girl. On top of the... Can she get on top of the...
Otto recovers.
I think Cadence is injured.
We'll just go around the circle.
Oh, no, maybe she's not. Maybe that was
this?
for... Getarex is fine.
Getarex shakes it off. No, that's Cadence, right?
I thought it was...
Who else would it be for? Somebody
No,
else
you're
it could
right,
be for. It's got to be Cadence shakes it off. Wow. So shaking off a lot of damage there. And now we're starting turn 5.
Okay.
Cards. They are still director.
They got all for one.
Okay.
Play for time.
Add an additional turn or draw a fortune card. I'll take the fortune card. Give or take.
Okay.
All right.
I feel like we need to switch cards so I can start playing yours.
Okay. Starting turn 5 here. What do you think, babe? Looking at the table. So right now, the Rifle Academy has control of the initiative.
Well, I don't think they want to let them go because they're just going to pile on
right
Cadence.
now has 3 people engaged with her.
So she doesn't want to go.
She does not want to activate with 3 enemies in contact with her. She wants to force them to activate. And that's an important... That tactic of how that works, right? If the enemy is forced to activate first, she's going to get to roll all 4 dice against every one of them. Chop, chop, chop. If she activates first, then she has to split her dice. That tactic is based off of me watching far too many old samurai movies where a single samurai, as long as you can control the initiative and move appropriately, and it's not too far off if you watch... a really good spearman or really good swordsman and the way they move and could kind of control things, as long as they're in control of the action, they have a much better chance. As soon as they get, in a bad situation, that's when things fall apart, and that's what that's trying to represent. So we don't want her to go first by any stretch. Higgins could try to clear that beetle out of there. We also have girls that could try to clear the beetles away.
Yeah, beetles. They could start with the beetle and then...
You know what? The Mucklings don't have a lot left. If the Rifle Academy could cause some damage here, they could turn this around right now. All right. I'm going to activate Avery here.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to get down off of the temple. She's going to move back here.
Shoot those guys?
And she's going to shoot.
Oh, she's right, because...
At the beetle.
Beetle was not engaged.
Beetle is not engaged.
With Constance.
Yep.
Cadence.
Yep. So she will have 4 dice 6 coming at the beetle. Beetle will do nothing. Beetle will take it. This is an unopposed. 3 successes. It'll have to roll a 3 dice health check. And it is gone. Whew. So that's all the blood beetles gone now. They don't have a lot to shoot at over
Is
here.
Brigitte gonna pop down and shoot those guys?
Yeah, I think that's...
Because the other ones are engaged, so she can't...
Yeah, I think that's exactly what she's going to do. She may... Well, she's in a position that she could possibly help in there. They have 2 dice in Brawl, so it's not
That's true. And Higgins has 3. What about the other girls over here? Could they come across and
they'd
shoot?
They'd have to run to get there. So
even if they just came over here, they wouldn't.
Yeah, 6-inch move is 6-inch move only gets them to the little statuettes there. All right, I'm gonna activate this. This is Darling, and I'm gonna go ahead and use this because I haven't been able to use it so far. So I'm gonna give her an off balance.
Do we want to play Rabbit's Foot and cancel it?
I don't know. Or draw 2 cards. I feel like I'd rather just get 2 different cards. This is only going to give her a -1.
Okay. So we'll play that when you play it, and we get Can't Get Worse and Friendly Face.
Oh, Friendly Face. Friendly Face. Oh, my gosh.
Penny's back. Polly's back.
Yeah. Okay. So she's going to go ahead and run. So she'll have to run to get there.
Will she be within 6?
Yeah, she'll be within 6.
So she'll get
that
it back?
Group back there.
Or no, she'll just be at 3 die 6.
Yeah, so she'll be at 3 die 6.
Versus
they will
1.
have 1 die 6 to shoot at her. Six and a 4. They got nothing. They take 2 hits. Blip,
still in.
Blip.
And Polly shows up 4 inches, which would it have been over here?
No. You play that card when an enemy activates.
Oh, so we can't.
That's not a play immediately.
Okay.
So now Colleen is going to come around here.
Do the same thing.
And do the same thing. She comes around and will fire at that group back there as well. She has 3 die 6 versus their 1 die 6. They got nothing. She gets 2. They're no longer combat effective, and they're.
I don't know that it matters, but we need to remember that none of them used their reroll. So if they get attacked coming back, they do actually have that.
Yep, good on you. So now we still have 2 characters that have not activated. We have 3 characters on the Rifle Academy that have not activated. So we have Brigitte, and Higgins and Starr. Higgins is really more of a shooter. But she's not a bad brawler.
No, 3 die 8. And she hasn't done anything. She can maybe take out the...
I think at this point we force the enemy to activate. Because the only
what they do?
The only thing they can do is fight Starr.
Yeah, because there's nobody else.
The only thing... we're down to those 3 on the Muckling side. And Cadence is going to have her full singing blade in effect.
She has her all for 1.
Okay.
So she gains a +1 bonus. In addition, if there are already friendly characters within 6 inches, they gain an extra +1.
Oh, yeah. Okay, let's do it. So we're going to force the enemy to activate now. So we're going to force the Mucklings to start activating. Oh my gosh, it looks like the Rifle Academy is going to get through this. So as soon as they activate somebody, and we'll say it is the Mucklings.
Okay.
The Mucklings activate. We can play Friendly Face. When an enemy activates, deploy 1 ready, level 1 backup, 1 die 8 inches away in a random direction. You control this character. So Penny, or Polly is the exact stats, 2 inches this way. So she fell down through that hole, and now she's coming back up here. So she's 2 inches off this way. And she is ready, and she can activate this turn. All right. They're going to finish their activation by attacking the Singing Blade.
Okay.
Again, this card This card will remain in play. It does not go to the discard pile until that character is KO'd, and that's when this card goes back into it. This is a prototype version, and that is not explained on here, but the updated version actually explains that on the card.
All right, so she has 4 die 10.
They have 1 die. Oh, this is going to be a slaughter. The singing blade rips through the air. She gets 3 successes. They got nothing. They are chopped into tiny morsels and removed.
Delicious.
That's the power of controlling the initiative. And that's, I love those old Toshiro Mifune movies, you know, those old samurai movies where you have those single samurai just standing up against, you know, huge piles.
Yeah.
Go ahead, babe.
Do we want to scooch Getarex over so we can put Otto up there too?
Just to show that they're up there. Yeah. All right. So there we go. All right. Starr is still in control of the initiative, so she's going to force the enemy to activate again.
Who's next?
You do Otto, I guess.
I think so.
So Otto has 4 die.
Do we want to save her all for 1 for when she rolls against Getarex?
I think so.
I think so too.
I think so too. And that was another reason not to activate all of her characters, huh? So she'll have 4 die 10 against Otto's 4 die 8. Here is Otto.
6 and 8.
2. Okay, 6 and an 8. Here is Cadence, Starr. Wow.
4.
He could block 1, but he's not going to. He's going to go ahead and deliver 2 and take all 4 of hers.
Okay.
So he'll have to roll a 4 dice. She'll have to roll a 2 dice. Here is for Otto. Well, he needs to get some damage through. He, of course, is injured.
All right,
so let's see if she can pass this. She does not, and Cadence is injured. Now,
can't get any worse. You get to re-roll all your dice. I don't know if that's worth it or not. Could you do it then?
Where?
Can't get it worse after you roll for any skill.
That wasn't a skill.
That wasn't on a skill, right? Okay.
Yep.
Too bad.
So now she still has control of the initiative, though, because both sides were injured. So there's no switch there. So now they force them to activate again, and now Getarex activates. He's got 4 die 10 against her. Is she going to brawl with 4 die 8, or is she going to dodge with 3 die 8?
And she has her all for 1.
Yeah. What do you think?
So she gets a bonus plus, if there's a ready friendly character, they get an extra plus. So I think she'd get 2.
She'd get 2 extra dice if she plays that. What do you think? What do you think here,
I feel like it's survival, so I don't know. Maybe she still dodges it with 5 because it's any skill.
So she could use her.
She'd be at 3.
So all for 1 is what we're looking at. Character gains a +1 bonus. In addition, if there is a ready friendly character within 6 inches, they gain an extra +1. So it's
5d8. I think I'd probably do that.
Try and dodge just to try and keep her.
Yeah, because you don't want
to drop the d6s.
And if you can get away from them.
So here is Getarex attacking. Not going to be dodging 10s. Got a 5 and a 4. Maybe she could dodge those. She does not. She dodges 1. She takes 3 hits. She's down to.
Was that a skill?
Yes.
I don't know that it's worth
it. Was.
I don't know.
Yes, it was. That's exactly when it's worth it. So, all for 1 is gone. What Can't Get Worse says is after you roll for any skill, reroll all your dice.
Can't get worse.
It can't get worse, right? She got 1 success.
Off of 5d8.
Off of 5d8. We're going to do it. Okay. We'll go ahead and play it, and we're going to re-roll all of her dice again. Can't get worse, right?
8 and a 4. She got
8
it.
and a 4, so she stopped 2 instead of 1.
Mm-hmm.
So she still takes a 2 dice health check instead of a 3 dice, but it's enough to cause another injury, and Cadence is now down to D6 health.
No, we still have. Oh, well, I guess Higgins could get in and brawl Otto.
Mm-hmm. So these characters up here haven't activated, right?
Mm-hmm.
Only these down here activated.
Mm-hmm.
So Higgins. So these characters have not activated.
I don't know. Put Higgins on Otto, and then if he gets hurt, he's down. I don't know if you want to send in the girls
did
first.
That made them director?
Yes.
That made the Muckling side. Getarex is now director.
Unless they want to shoot the hostile.
I don't think she does.
I don't know if he's going to get to the girls or not.
Well, it'll actually move to the nearest.
Oh, okay. So it'll go up to that.
It'll actually go after Otto.
Okay.
I mean, it's not a great fighter by any means. I don't think she wants to shoot it. I think she wants to let it get in there.
Okay.
She could go after Getarex.
She has 3 die 8. He's been in 1 fight. So he'd be 3 die 10.
She's such a better shooter, but
since we didn't get to dodge it,
I know it.
Up crick.
Yeah, we got one more turn to try and hang in here. So Starr needs some help in there.
She does.
Higgins is going to have to go in.
Yeah.
She's going to go in with 3 die 8. 3 die 8 versus 3 die 10. Getarex has 3 die 8. What Higgins is trying to do, if she can get an injury in, that would be great. An 8. And 8. A 10. Couldn't block it if she wanted to. Both will roll a dice health check.
Yes!
Getarex is injured.
Woo!
Getarex is now injured. Higgins passed her health check and is not injured. Oh my gosh, this is getting down to it.
You still have the 2 girls.
The 2 girls. I think they're going to hold their ground.
Yeah, I think it would be a little silly, probably, to do 2 die 6 versus a couple 8s.
How many fights has Otto been in?
Otto's been in when he activated, plus, so he's been in 2.
He's been in 2, so he's down to 2 die 6 to fight with.
Versus 2 die 6.
I think it's worth it.
Okay.
Who's got the initiative right now?
I think we got it because Higgins
damaged him, didn't she?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Let's go.
Okay.
We're going to send in Polly.
Oh my gosh.
Polly is going in
2 die 6?
2 die 6. 2 die 6 versus 2 die 6.
Polly's white?
Polly is the white dice. Got a 5. Red dice got nothing. Otto will have to roll a 1 dice health check. And it is down.
Woo! Now, the hostile will be coming at somebody. Maybe Getarex, I don't know.
It is going to go after Getarex because it is the nearest target. How about that? Those apples, boys and girls. The nearest target for... Now, I still have this character back here that has not activated. And you're right.
I'd let her stand tall.
I think she's going to shimmy, jump behind some boxes, and she can do whatever she needs to from there. So she's just going to adjust her position a little bit.
She might have a wedgie needs to adjust.
And here comes the hostile. So it's not too scary, but it's still amusing to me. It only has 3 die 6. It has 3 die 6 to brawl with. What's Getarex going to do?
Dodge it? What's his dodge?
He can brawl it with... He's injured now. He's been in 2 fights, right?
No, 3.
He's been in 3 fights?
1,
2, 3, yeah. So he could brawl with 1 die 8, or he could dodge with 2 die 8. I think he's... I don't like having that thing on my tuchus, but
Well,
It's
if he
coming.
dodged, he could dodge away and get out from.
Can I dodge away? Maybe.
He could jump up on top of the.
Yeah.
I think he has the legs.
All right. We're going to try and dodge it with 2 die 8. That doesn't achieve me anything, though. But I don't want to be engaged with all this stuff.
You don't want to be engaged when you...
3 die 6. He's going to dodge with 2 die 8. The attack, 5 and a 6. He stops 1, takes 1. And he is okay, but he is not able to dodge away. Oh my gosh.
We got recovery checks now.
We have all kinds of recovery checks. All right, baby. That's all that everybody has moved.
Otto?
Okay, Otto.
He's up.
And we'll remain engaged with both of them.
Okay. Getarex.
We leave the button out there because he is still bloodied.
Mm-hmm.
Getarex.
No.
Remains injured.
Cadence. Yes.
Shakes one off.
She's only at D8s, but...
So that gets her back to D8s. That's nice. And that's where we end the turn.
Yep.
So we're starting the last turn of the scenario. We're going to draw cards. The initiative is still controlled by the Ladies Rifle Academy. They got enough of that. Interesting. And they have the trifecta. I keep forgetting to use these. Doggone it.
So I told you we needed to switch.
I know.
I'll stand on that side. Maybe that'll help us remember.
But
I'm partial, so it's hard
to... Last turn of the scenario anyway. So as we start the last turn here, we have to decide from Cadence's, from the Rifle Academy's point of view, who do we want to activate? Which side? And we definitely don't want our girls that are engaged with multiple enemies. We want the baddies to activate. Oh my gosh, they are just down to Otto and Getarex. That's all they have.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. That's a no-brainer. And boys and girls, you got to think through the sequence of events here. It's sometimes, you got to think of it like chess or something like that, where it's the subsequent moves and the subsequent plays that really matter. So you want to force them to activate because then they're going to have to split their dice. If you activate first, they're not splitting their dice. So that's the real advantage when you get somebody with multiple enemies on them. The combo there is to make sure you are the director so that you can control how that fight resolves.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to make them activate. We'll activate Otto. He's engaged with 2 enemies.
Oh, that's right.
So he will have to split his dice. He is still injured. So he's going to have to put 1 dice on both. And then he can decide where his other dice go. He's got 4 dice. So he's going to put 3 of them on Cadence and 1 on...
put it on here. We can't see it on the...
On Dolly. On Polly.
3 on Cadence, 1 on Polly?
Yep. And we'll resolve the Cadence fight first. So 3 on Cadence. She will be fighting back with 4 die 10. Remember also, boys and girls, that only the active character can ever split their dice or be forced to split their dice. Inactive characters cannot be forced to split their dice or allowed to split their dice. And that's why, the multiple fights works the way it does. 3 die 6 versus her 4 die 8.
4 die 8, that's right.
He gets a 5 and a 6. She is going for blood. She
7
gets a 5
and
and a 7. He says take them all.
Yep.
He says take them all. So she'll have to roll 2 dice. He'll have to roll 2 dice.
Yep.
So we'll just drop them back. She is injured. He is down.
Oof.
And that puts her back down to D6 health.
It does. And Getarex is in... Oh, well, he's in contact with both. So he'd have to split his dice.
That's right. He's actually in contact with 3 enemies.
Oh, that's right. Higgins.
Yeah. Higgins and the monster and the belly crawler.
And he's still hurt.
Yeah, and he's still hurt. So we're going to force him to activate. He'll have to... He's down to D8 dice. He would normally have 4 dice, and he will have to split them. So he'll put 1 on the NPC, he'll put 1 on Higgins, and he'll put 2 on Cadence. See, that could put her down.
It could.
So he's going to resolve the fight against Cadence first.
Which is unfortunate, because if you didn't, we could do enough of that, and then he couldn't actually fight Higgins. Right?
That could have been played. Right. Yeah.
Because that was auto, but he went down, so he didn't have to play it.
So here is the attack against Cadence. She's down to 4 die 6 to brawl, or 3 die 6 to dodge. What do you do, babe? She doesn't want to go down here.
She does not.
She's going to try to dodge.
I'd try to dodge. I think.
Nah, we're going to go for blood. 4 die 6.
Okay.
4 die 6 to get him. You get our queen, we'll get your queen. Here is his 2 die 8. A 4.
Okay.
Here is her 4 die 6. 5 and a 6. Can't block it even if he wanted to. He takes 2. She takes 1.
Yep.
She is the white dice. She is okay, and he is not injured. Now he has to resolve his fights against the other ones, though.
Is it beneficial to us to play enough of that?
Yeah. Especially since it's the last turn of the game and the last fight. So what enough of that does is it says, after an enemy resolves a fight, a challenge, or an opposed check, the skill that was rolled by the enemy is lowered to no dice for the remainder of the turn. So now he has no dice to fight the other 2. So Higgins will get a free attack against him with 3 die 8. What is it, babe?
He could dodge, right?
No, he had already said that he was.
Oh, that's
brawling.
right. That's right.
He already said that was brawling.
You're right.
He already said that he was going to brawl, so that is the skill that he has to use.
Yeah, you're right.
And if you're ever forced to, and it's written into the rules that way, if you're ever forced to use a skill that you don't have any dice in, it's just automatic failure.
You're right.
So 3 die 8 from Higgins.
No, we'll put that over here.
She gets 1. He'll have to roll a 1 die 8 health check. He passes it. The monster will try its 3 die 6. It will automatically. Getarex misses everything. He'll have to roll a 2 dice health check. And he's down to D6 health. And the ladies have not activated.
Take out that Well, yeah. No.
So
he's
now,
engaged.
What is it, baby? So now,
oh no, he's not. He's not engaged with Cadence. Getarex is, but the monster is not. So they could just shoot him down. Or, I don't know. Because he could activate and take out. Oh no, Higgins is still engaged with Getarex. So when she activates, they're still gonna have a go.
Let's just start resolving.
Also,
let's just start resolving.
He has no dice for the rest of this turn. So when she activates.
Oh, enough of that. He has no dice, so he'll have to switch to dodging.
So she'll be 2
We'll just
die
go ahead and do Higgins.
Okay.
No, we'll do Cadence. Cadence will get the killing blow, hopefully.
So 4 die 6?
She's down to 4 die 6. So he can't choose to brawl now because he doesn't have any dice in it.
But he can choose to dodge because he has not.
Correct.
So remember.
So I think he still has 4 die 6, right? In dodge. 2 dice in dodge.
Ooh.
All right. So 4 die 6 coming at him. 2 4s and a 6.
And he got a 4 and a 5.
So he's going to block 2, take 1. He's on his feet.
Higgins
will.
She's been in 1 fight, so she's at 2d8.
Higgins will activate.
And he's dodging, so you might as well, I guess, go for it, right?
Yeah, she's down to 2 die 8 against 2 die 6. She gets a 5, he gets nothing. He has another 1 dice health check. And he is down.
Woohoo! the girls that's going to shoot him.
Yeah, I guess the ladies will now open fire on the monster. So.
Is that Colleen?
I've lost track now. She'll move
Colleen.
over and throw. Okay. 4 die 6. It has 3 die 6 in dodge.
Yep. Because no shoot.
Yep.
Do it.
2 4s and a 5.
Oh, she has a reroll. I don't know if you want to do it.
Sure, why not? A 6 will dodge one of those. Reroll. So it still takes 3. No. It is down.
And removed, yes?
No.
Oh, no.
It's level 2.
So
it can recover. Right. And that's all they have to shoot at. So there's nobody else even to shoot out. That is the end of the scenario.
That,
you know what?
Took a surprising turn.
They did not lose a lot of models. How many models did the Rifle Academy lose? Technically, they lost 2.
Because we lost Polly, but we got her back.
We lost Polly, and then she fell down in the hole and then came back. We did lose 1 model.
Yeah.
And on the other side of the table, the carnage was significant. Significant carnage on the other side. That was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that took a turn. Now, I was a little worried there for a minute.
I know.
I really wasn't sure how we were going to.
Yeah.
Once they started piling on, I was a little bit concerned.
Right. So, a quick little fun scenario. Do you guys play scenarios like this?
I have to
go. Okay. Yeah, and I have a luncheon here in a little bit, too.
Bye, everybody.
You guys do, I really do enjoy, just a straight skirmish once in a while without anything else going on. And we might do something similar again to this next week because Pulp Alley is an absolutely exciting skirmish game. Like that, to me, that was far more fun and far more engaging than those games where you're just sitting there rolling dice to decide everything, because the fighting, you're making those decisions in the fights. That's where your decisions really are. As far as the ladies on top of the temple, they didn't have a whole lot of, options as far as shuffling around here and there. Higgins leaping over the barrels to get a good shot. That was pretty cool. Very cool. Very cool. Cadence leaping over there too. And that put a really strong wedge, but she took an enormous amount of damage. There were a couple times that she was right on the edge of going down. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. The ladies kept it together really, really well up on that temple and were able to break the charge. I felt like they were in a little bit better starting position. That's why I had some reinforcements where the gangs were kind of recycling and getting to come back onto the table for the first 2 turns. So kind of fun. I enjoyed that. Let's see. So if you haven't hit the like button for us, go ahead and get that clicked. If you're not a subscriber, you ought to be. Make sure you hit the bell. Make plans to join us in Albuquerque, New Mexico, October 16th through the 18th. We'd love to see y'all there. I don't know exactly how many. We had a couple dozen. No, about a dozen people that traveled to Albuquerque last year to play with us. We had folks from California and Michigan and Colorado. So Texas, I understand if you're a long ways off and it's a heck of a drive, to get down there. As time goes along, I hope that we can have more flexibility in our schedule and be able to travel around and do this more places. So that's our goal. But this time around, it just made sense for us because of our limited schedule, the time window we had to do it in, to get to Albuquerque so that we could spend the most time as we could with playing with y'all. New Mexico as well. Greg Padilla came up from New Mexico, right? Yeah, but yeah. Oh, wait. Yeah, there were a bunch of people from New Mexico. Where's Padilla? Is he in Arizona or New Mexico? I don't really remember. I think he might be in Arizona. We had that one crazy guy that drove down from Colorado. That fellow, that guy was a nut. I tell you, whew, that one, nothing but trouble. That's it for today. I have a luncheon engagement I have to get to. Thank you so much. If you would like to do this on a Sunday morning with us, get signed up to play. We sign up about 2 months in advance. So either send us an email or something. Message us on the Facebook, and we'll see you soon. Take care, everybody. Tell your mother that you love her. We'll see you next time. Bye, guys. Best